Hello, I'm FJX and welcome back to our Minecraft news videos. They have some very interesting and positive news to share with you all regarding the Minecraft Marketplace, the Minecraft Bedrock store, whatever you want to call it. There's some very good news regarding this, and it's interesting because it's coming out in the weirdest way I think we've ever heard some Minecraft news. We've never seen it happen exactly this way, and although I don't think it's a bad thing, I think it's a really interesting thing, not only what the news is itself, but also how it's being implemented. So let's talk today about what seems to be the beginning of the end for Minecraft's Minecoins. So if you do all enjoy this video, you can like it, let me know, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do want to see more Minecraft news every single time it does come out. And like I said, this is pretty huge news that does require a little bit of backstory. Just in case you aren't aware, there is something called the Minecraft Marketplace that's available in any Minecraft Bedrock edition. This is the largest version of Minecraft, the one that's available on phones, tablets, Windows 10, Xbox, Switch, etc. And it was brought out just before it became Bedrock Edition as kind of this system where instead of just having Minecraft maps and texture packs and skin packs, etc. sell, they wanted to open that to anyone in the community who would register with them to sell maps. They would obviously take a cut, but for most map making teams, it was their first opportunity to actually make money from making things that people wanted to buy. That was the sales pitch at least, and there's a lot of that does happen. A lot of big building teams can now start to pay their staff or work on things part-time, full-time, whatever it may be. It's an opportunity for people to get paid. However, at the same time as they introduced this really interesting system where you could buy maps, which was a form of microtransactions, and although they wanted to sell it as a really positive thing, at the exact same time they introduced something called Minecoins. So every defense they had of this system where like, oh yeah, it's mostly shared with the people who make the maps, and it's really a good thing for those people, they kind of simultaneously destroyed those arguments by at the same time introducing something called Minecoins. So Minecoins are something you're familiar with if you've ever played any mobile game, because it's the exact same as any other currency system where you have to buy in-game currency, which you can then use to buy stuff. You can't just buy stuff directly, despite the fact that it costs pre-configured tiers. You know, there's like only 8 different price points of thing can cost. Despite that, you know, being true, they figured you have to buy Minecoins, and guess what? You can't buy the right number of Minecoins for the things you want to purchase. For instance, there are maps that cost 990 coins, but if you want to buy coins, you're going to have to buy 1,020 for 499. There are things that cost 660 Minecoins, but the smallest purchase you can make is 320, and then the next one's 1,000. So if you wanted to buy something that was 660, you have to buy 320 3 times, making a lot of redundant extra purchases because they did a lot of this kind of, let's be honest, it's scummy mobile game stuff where they try to trick you into thinking, oh, I've already kind of bought something, so I kind of have to buy the rest. They use some pretty manipulative mobile game tactics, which admittedly are widespread in the mobile game marketplaces if you play Android or iOS free-to-play games, but this was a paid game, and it's a game that promised to be more than just a mobile game, more than just a microtransaction system, so it's kind of like a mixed message system where at the same time as trying to do something good, they did a lot of bad at the same time. However, and despite that, there wasn't much criticism directly from YouTubers, with this channel of course being one of the big exceptions. I've mentioned it in quite a few videos as to like, why have this system? There's no particularly good reason, it just makes the system look bad. Even Xbox themselves, the company that makes owned by Microsoft and also as part of them, they switched from a Microsoft coin/point system to using real-life currency, and that is why the move today is such a positive one, because it seems the Minecraft Marketplace is finally switching over to using real currency. So I had a few examples of this coming from subscribers. You can see their names in the top left if you want to see them, so thank you for tweeting me these images. They're all very appreciated. But you can see this first one here, which is the From the Shadows skin pack on the store. You could buy it for 490 Minecoins, and next to it there is a $2.99 purchase. That is right, there is now officially going to be a way to buy things using real money instead of having to buy at pre-configured tiers, working out how to get those tiers. You can instead just buy things directly for money. So I'll clarify, this isn't available for everyone right now because, like I checked my own Xbox, my phone, my Switch, none of those platforms have it available, and for most people this isn't displaying. However, maybe 1 in every 10 people, 1 in every 5, something like that, seems to have it. So again, from Twitter you can see, here's the Kingdom of Wonders. This is a British-based, person, because it says 660 coins. Instead of having to buy, like £1.69 worth 3 times the row, now you can just buy £3.29 worth of coins. And this final example here is going to be euros, just to prove it really works for everyone. This is 830 coins, and this is €5.49 euro cents. So the intriguing thing about the way they've decided to do this is that they haven't actually decided to properly go all the way on removing this yet. They fixed one of the biggest grievances with this real-life money purchase, but if you read below that, you can see Asterix buys 850 coins for €5.49, redeems the pack for 830 coins, leaving 20 left over. So that is still a very, very big improvement from before, where you have to buy really specific tiers and waste money, or you have to buy way too many. Now, every single pack you buy using real money seems to give you 20 coins left over. Not sure exactly what the logic of that is. Maybe that'll be removed later. Maybe they'll fix the tiers to line them up with money, but now you can buy things for real money, which effectively means that Minecraft coins don't have to be bought at specific tiers. If you want to buy a map, you can buy pretty much, not exactly, but you can buy pretty much the right amount of stuff, which I think is a really positive move for literally everyone involved, because you don't want people thinking, oh, I'm not going to buy stuff because I have to buy 1,000 coins. You should just be able to be like, I want this one thing, I really want to support support this one creator, this one map, this one texture pack I really would like to buy and help out or whatever, it should be as simple as like, yeah, you hit the button and you do so. And honestly, this change is just an universal positive, and it's, again, one of the first steps in moving away from, you know, like, oh, there's some weird coin system with some divvies, to like, oh yeah, you can just buy things for what they're worth, to remove the, again, Minecraft should be above other mobile games. It shouldn't be delving down into those dumps, because it is the second most played game of all time. It has a very different audience. It has a audience which is across multiple platforms. Again, this is an Xbox game, a Switch game, which costs a lot of money, which shouldn't have the same mobile game techniques, and I love that they're actually moving away from them, because this is a huge thing. It requires signing lots of contracts, and in case you're curious, by the way, why there is the 20 coin left over, it's because when you're buying on particularly mobile platforms, you have to buy in very particular tiers. You can't buy €5 and 38 cents worth, or whatever it would actually be for 830. You have to buy at very specific tiers. The fact that they managed to work out a way to buy custom tiers is a good thing, and although, again, eventually, the improvement to this is either they don't give you those 20 coins left over, they just increase the price of the mine coins, or they remove the mine coin system, but effectively do the same thing. It doesn't really particularly matter at this point, because they've moved the most egregious examples of having to overbuy coins, which in my opinion is a big improvement. And eventually, I would hope to see just a return to using money to buy things, because, you know, there's this crazy thing you see across the world where it's like, oh, sometimes you have to buy food cards so you can buy food, or sometimes you have to buy currency so you can buy currency. Well, isn't it great that we invented this thing called money as a medium of exchange? I love when you can use money to buy things, as opposed to having to buy money to buy things to buy things. Again, the reason behind that's used by casinos, freemium games on, you know, apps and stuff, as an opportunity to make you think, well, it's not real money, I can spend it. You know, the more detachment you get from real cash money, makes you more likely to spend things. That's why you get casino chips, that's why you get, you know, V-Bucks, that's why you get any other currency like that. And any way of removing people from that and making people actually willingly buy things, as opposed to trying to almost trick them, I think is universally positive news. So I just want to quickly praise Minecraft for this. It's good. It's a good first step, I'd say, in like a 3 or 4 step process. However, it's only being rolled out slowly right now. We don't know for sure if it will come out for everyone, or if it's being tested, or they're seeing how many people buy it and they're, you know, just kind of doing beta testing. But not everyone has it right now. It should be coming out sometime soon. Again, I can't imagine them ever going, oh, this was a failure, let's go back from this. But that's something we'll have to wait and see exactly when they do fully integrate it. And there's no particular trend between people who have it and people who don't. It doesn't depend on your platform or your beta status. It's just randomly going out, because the Minecraft store doesn't follow Minecraft updates rules, which again, I find fascinating by itself. The fact that some people can have something and some people can't when it comes to something as major as like update features, or at least, you know, Minecraft store features. That's something that can only really happen with the Minecraft store, but, you know, because obviously it runs separately to the rest of the game. But it does mean there's this rather intriguing facet of Minecraft where some people can have different store features than others, and they're actually playing around with that a lot, because you see this a lot on the internet where companies like YouTube, the reason new designs roll out to 1% of people at a time is so they can test the new design versus the old design, do some A/B testing, like check you versus some of the old design. Are they watching more videos, less videos? Are they doing the things that you as a site want? This is what all tech companies do. This is why, you know, layouts roll out slowly, and they're doing it with the store too. And I'd be curious as to what data they're trying to collect. Are they trying to see, do people buy more things? Are they trying to see, does this just simply work? Or are they just trying to see, like, how many people actually care about it? If you give, you know, 10,000 people the option to buy with real money, how many people buy with real money versus how many people buy with mine coins because it's the system they're used to? I'd be curious to see how that one does go down. But for now, yeah, that's kind of the end to Minecraft store stuff. It's good news. It's the first step, I'd say, in like a 2 or 3 step process, because one of the other things that the Minecraft store is still lacking is any form of demo, trailer system, or, you know, refund system. If you buy a map, immediately realize it's not what you wanted and need to refund it. So yeah, there's lots of different things they're going through, but in general, I think it's positive. But I think it's great that so many of these different, you know, studios are actually, you know, like getting paid for the things that they, you know, put so much pride and effort into. But I think, you know, as far as quality controls, as far as like actually having a system where you can make sure people are willingly buying the stuff, like by having a good refund system, I think they're working on the various different bits of this. And I guess when you're dealing with something that has like millions in revenue every few months, it obviously is going to have some slow moving parts, but I'd love to see this keep on moving forwards, because the store is something that can be great. It's just in different ways it's not. And yeah, I'd love to see it be great. Or to put things better, I'd like to make the Minecraft store great again. Haha. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.